Um, you're going to do a symmetrical balance example, an asymmetrical balance example, and a radial balance example. And so Sketchpad 5.1 makes this like super easy. So you've got over here on the left, well, I'll show you how to start a new document. Okay. Let's over here. Oh. Oh, okay. Over here, you've got a plus button. When you hit that, you can start a new document. Now, I recommend, particularly for this exercise, you make a square document. And then you can do that by using the pixels. Just make sure they're the same number of pixels. 768 pixels works out to about 8 inches, I believe. That's 8 by 8 is what I often work on, because then if I print it out on an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, I can keep it roughly the same image resolution that I'm seeing on my screen is probably what I'm going to get when I print it out. And so that's what I choose. You can choose what you like. If you want to, you can put on grid paper, graph paper, line paper, or whatever, blueprint paper. I'm just using blank for my example today. The brush I'm going to choose, if you go over here to the little brush category, you've got all these brushes you can choose from: tile brush, pencil brushes, and that sort of thing. The one I'm going to be using is this top right one. It's called mirror brush. And again, if you're using a different version of the application, it may not be the top right, but on 5.1, we're going to be using that mirror brush. The thing we're going to be looking at here, let's turn the size down a little bit, because that's going to make too big a line. Here we go. I'm going to turn my size down so it makes a relatively small line, so it's easier to see. You can see there are numbers. You can change the number of sides. The reason I like to use this application is because it's really great for doing symmetrical and radial types of designs. And so when let's do this. Hold on. I want to bring this back over here and all right, you all are seeing Sketchpad 5.1 now, right? Still, is that correct? Someone say yes, I did that right. Thank you, I appreciate it. All right, I'm beginning to figure it all out. All right, so by having the selection on one side, imagine if I've got one mirror, okay, and like that's one of the reasons we kind of looked at that video. If you notice, when those guys are standing with that mirror cutting them in half, well, they have one mirror, that's one side, and it makes a reflection. It makes a symmetrical reflection. So if you think about where the guy had the mirror in his face when he turns from left to right, it was a symmetrical representation of that face each way. So he got, the completed face, if you will. And so what we're going to be looking at with a one side is how can we make asymmetrical drawings. So anything I draw on the left side is going to also draw on the right side. So things that are symmetrical are things like people's faces. So you could do maybe a face. You don't have to do a face. You can do whatever you want to. It can be the kind of design you want. But you can think about how you might do even some ears, some crazy hair here. But everything I do on one side, it's happening on the other side. Crazy hair. Maybe he's not bald on top. Maybe he's got sideburns. And so, but anything I'm doing on one side, I've got the same thing happening on the other side. And so you can use this. And let's give him a smile. He looked a little grumpy there, didn't he? All right. And so anything I do on one side, I get the same on the other side. That's with one mirror. Okay. If let's make another design here. I'm going to create another document. Same. If I turn that number of sides up to 2, well, it's like those two mirrors are now intersecting. I've got 2 mirrors. So anything I do is repeated 4 times, but still on a left to right, if you will, sort of example. Now it's still making the same vertically and horizontally. So now what we're getting is a symmetrical design, but it's beginning to kind of broach on that radial design because technically it's kind of emanating from the center. And so what we get in the 4 is very similar if we divide it down the middle and if we divide it across. If you've ever seen the Taj Mahal, I think we looked at an example of it one time, where the Taj Mahal has a reflecting pool. The Taj Mahal is symmetrical left to right already, as if you look at it just on a flat plane. But when you put the reflecting pool in, now it's reflected in all 4 directions, and where it's symmetrical, it has this same sort of symmetry. And so I'm going to do one more example here. And I'm going to turn my sides up to just 3. If I go to 3 sides now, anything I do is going to be repeated in all 3 sides. And now I am definitely getting a radial balance. So it's so easy and so quickly you can make these really easy, fun little symmetrical and asymmetrical. We'll just show asymmetrical in a minute, but symmetrical and radial balance designs using the sketchpad. Now, once you're done, if you want to, you can come back in and look at your fill color and go, okay, let's do this. And I want, and let's see, I'm going to choose a brush. My brush is going to be where is my, I think it's tile brush on this one. Nope, that's not it. Oh, hey, Jacob, welcome. I have to let him in. Nope, that's not it. I can't find it. I think you want to see the bucket, Phil? If you do, let me know. But you can go back in and add color on those. But it's a good design. It's a good app for making those symmetrical and radial designs. And I just don't see it on there, but there's a bucket fill for this one. This is what I get for using, oh, there it is. Bucket fills over here. It's the vector fill on. I use the sketchbook more often than I do this. Let's choose a color. So I chose an area that is, or gotta do a pixel fill. There we go. Let's choose color. So you can come back in and add color into your designs and make them like little mandalas. Think about making a mandala. If I wanted to, I could create a new one here. And if I turn this up to like, let's say, let's go to the brush. Let's say I turn this up to 8. And let's go back to a, okay. There we go. Oh, it's got that fill. Hold on. But anyway, you can make mandalas of any size you want. You can have as many little areas into the 22, and then you can go back in and do your fill and create great radial designs and easy symmetrical designs. And of course, the easy way to create a work that is asymmetrical is simply not use the mirror brush. Just use a pencil. Undo. There we go. And that's an asymmetrical design right there. It's got one little thing on the right and a whole big thing on the left. That's asymmetrical. That's as easy as it needs to be. Guys, don't make it more complicated than it has to be, but do 3 designs that demonstrate symmetry, or symmetrical design, asymmetrical design, and then a radial balance design. You can add color if you like. Mostly, again, I'm looking for demonstrating that you understand the principle and what the difference is in those and that you can recognize those. The discussion-based assessment we're going to be doing is going to be fairly comprehensive as far as going back from what we're doing, line, shape, and all the way up to balance. And so, again, I'll post the review for that DBA on Friday. We'll take a look at it again in class on, and actually in class on Tuesday when we meet. But hold on a second, I just saw that chat. Yeah, you can definitely tell it. Yeah, if you want to. You're going to turn it in on it'll post at 11. It's either at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock. I can't remember, but it'll post. My mic is turned down significantly. Is it really? Some hear me fine. It's good. It's good. Oh, never mind. Okay, thank you. All right, thanks. I appreciate it. Guys, I got a new what do they call I call it a hub, but it's not called that. It's called a docking station. That's it. And so I've got all kinds of stuff, and I got a new printer, and I had to unplug stuff and put the printer into it. And no, I mean on the blind contour drawing, it was just doing an outline or looking at something and drawing what you're looking at without looking at your drawing. It'll just be a line drawing of your hand, maybe, or something you can look at is fine. But it won't, I mean, if you get really good at it, it'll look like what you're drawing. But usually it looks like just a blob, which is fine. Does that make sense? It turned down for like 5 minutes. Well, after I don't know what I did wrong. I don't know, maybe I put a message on myself to record the Zoom over the mic. Maybe that was it. All right, good. All right. So yeah, that's the simple assignment. It'll post, again, it'll technically be due Friday, and hopefully you've got everything turned in. And this is really simple and easy. You'll get it done real quick and easy. If you have not, please make sure because I've only got 20, there's 27 of you, at least, no, there's 32 of you here. There's only 23 students who are getting attendance credit. I am, again, copying and pasting this link into the chat. If you aren't filling out the attendance check-in, you don't get it. I haven't do down for attendance. So you got to do that. That's how the attendance is taken. So make sure that you're filling that out before you leave. Click on the link in the chat. Still only 23 of you. Yeah, you can type into it right now. That's right. A blind contour, Noemi, is like if I've got, I'll use my post-it note. I'm really good. I love post-it note drawing. All right. So if I've got my drawing surface, whatever I'm drawing on, I mean, let's bring this up here. All right, and I'm drawing. Let's say I'm going to draw my microphone. Okay, so what I'm going to do for a blind contour, the reason it's blind is I'm not going to look at what I'm drawing. So I'm going to cover up my drawing with my other hand here. And I'm just going to put my pencil to my paper. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow the object I'm trying to draw with my eye and trying to draw my hand, make my hand move the way my eye is moving. Now, oh, well, my paper moved a little bit. But if you can see, it's not going to be a good drawing, most likely. It's just going to be a line. If I did my hand, it might look like, the lines come back into the palm for some reason because you're not looking at what you're drawing. That's the blind part. Does that make sense? Casey, it's not going to be able to turn in yet. It's at 10 o'clock. It'll post on the web page. Casey, did you get that? Thanks, Noemi. Have a great day. Awesome. Yeah, everything will come live on the page. Hopefully it teams. Fingers crossed. You as well. Thanks, Afton. Have a great day. Bye. You as well. Thank you. See you guys. Bye. See you guys. Have a great day. Okay. You as well. Thanks, Arlo. Yes, Jersey, absolutely. Yeah, you're all done. It's 8:30. I know some of y'all have testing and stuff going on. Go to the restroom, get you a snack, get a drink. Good luck. See you guys. Have a great day. Bye. Have a good day, guys. Arlo, we're setting up. I think there's going to be a craft fair at one of the high schools, not this coming Saturday, but next Saturday. Come by and check out the mugs. Bye, Journey. What's the next week in class or at the VLA? At the building? I tell you what, if you make it out there, I'll hook you up with one. Arlo, have a good morning. Thanks, guys. Bye, guys. If you have not already, and I'm going to say this is the last time, please make sure you're clicking that link in the chat because I don't think I still have everybody. No, we got everybody, I think. Yay! All right. All right. Bye, guys.